Hey everybody, welcome to Perry Aquatics, and I'm going to show you guys what we have got going on so far. So, without further ado, let's check it out. Okay, so today I'm going to focus a little bit on um, basically what I feed everybody, what I do, stuff like that. So, well, a few things I guess, but just bear with me, I apologize. Um, so, normally you give them pellets and wafers and stuff like that, and I'm trying to save up a lot of the duckweed to make my own food. I'll get into that later, another video sometime. But right now, it's what I do. I take a lot of my excess stuff and dry it out, and I'm trying to make my own uh, healthier food, wafers, stuff like that. Um, really, what I usually give them is like I give them like the Invert Aquatics Micro Mix. Mind you, not branded by anybody, stuff like that. It's just I'm showing you guys my personal preference and usually what I've discovered and found out. But I use this. It's not too bad. It's definitely gotten the job done. Past year of me doing this, a little bit, give or take, almost a year, I'd say. But I started with that, and don't mind the birds. But I started with that, with my Blue Dreams, and it's worked a few wonders for me. And it's not too bad actually. I started to learn to do like veggies and more high protein diets like bloodworms and stuff like that, frozen. But I also use like, besides the micro mixes, well, I just got a bag of this. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we'll find out. We'll see. I'll give it a test run over the next week or so and see how it works. Since I've been giving them bloodworms and stuff like that, these is what I use. Haven't had a problem with it since, and the shop, that's where we are, where I live, that's around, they use this a lot as well. They sell a bunch of this stuff as well. So far as what I use, I use Shrimp Pro. Good stuff too, actually. My Caradinas absolutely love this stuff. They definitely favor it over any wafers that I usually have. And so with that, after I've went from this to the wafers and stuff like that, I've gotten some good results. The only ones I haven't really got good results out of so far yet is my oranges. I still have the same 7. But that's what I use for my shrimp mainly. Besides like cucumbers and spinach and other veggies and stuff that you can feed them, green beans, stuff like that. So we're getting there. I also apologize about the audio, trying a new mic, stuff like that. And that's usually what I give everybody, and it's been doing pretty good for me so far. So I can't really complain too much. I kind of like with everything else. I fertilize my plants and everything with Easy Green Aquarium Co-op. Stuff has worked wonders for me, and I mean wonders. It even works with the planted ones and soil ones as well. Let's also see what else that we have going on. Alright, now at the top row, I'm gonna go to this one first. With this tank here is one of the mixture of Blue Dreams. This also houses the 2 pair that I have, my chocolate bristlenose plecos. But that's actually what we're starting with this one. You see back in here, I can get it just right. Probably not. But he's sitting on a giant cluster of eggs. which I'm absolutely excited about. I know it's a bare bottom tank, but easier that way, and it's still need to be cleaned up, and it's not completely bare bottom. But I had the PVC in there. It wasn't working for a while, so went to the local fish store, and they were selling the Pleco caves from Aquarium Co-op. So I got one of those to see if that would change my luck, and it's been in there. I would say probably almost 2-3 days. Okay, never mind. I got it a week ago. That's what it was. I got it a week ago. And I have a giant cluster of eggs finally, which is bloody amazing to me. But with, I got a bunch of females in here that are pregnant right now as well, along with that batch of eggs back there from the male pleco and the female pleco, the couple. I was excited, definitely, when I found that out this morning. Definitely asked my woman. I was like a child running down the stairs to tell her. Yeah. I was excited. She yelled at me for it too. Anyway. So, I'm going to start with trying to condition this tank. Just keep it how it needs to be. I actually want to see what happens with them in this tank to start out with, and honestly want to see who survive. Keep everything conditioned the best way that I can, and just see how many of the batch stay kicking. But also with a lot of speculation too as well, that it was 50-50 with a lot of things. And I know some people say they can do it, and other people, they can't, and it irritates the plecos and stuff like that, and they can't breed. So with my first run on plecos, on the breeding aspect, I will say, as you can see with the tank, all the movement going around, you could see that they didn't bother him at all, I guess, to what happened with me, at least. It didn't matter. They ended up having babies. So now we have a field of babies when it comes to chocolate bristlenose plecos. And I say that because that's what they were traded to me as. I say traded because I traded a batch of the Better Blue Dreams in the other tank for both pair. I mean, not both pair, but both of them for the pair. 20 for 2, male, female. I had them for a couple months and didn't know if it was going to work or not. With all the trying stuff. And finally, it happened. So I'm really excited and happy about that. I do know over time, I want to see what's going to happen in this tank when it comes to the babies and all the shrimp and stuff like that, and see how everyone goes and stuff. I don't have a specific tank set up just yet, but I wasn't expecting it, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and probably set up another tank, or I can, when the babies get a certain size, because I know they're fragile in the beginning, when they get to a certain size, distribute them throughout the 10 tanks that are here. That way, one in here, one in there, yada, yada, yada. Stuff like that. That way, everyone can grow up and so on and so forth in different tanks. And it'll also help, I believe, with the shrimp, to be honest with you, because, snails eat shrimp poop, shrimp eat, fish poop, and so on and so forth. And my plants and the pothos and everything that I got in my tanks will help with the ammonias, the nitrites, and keeping that down. And of course, I don't do water changes. I just do top offs. So I haven't even done a water change in the tank. I've just done top offs, and I got to do another one here soon. I got to do it tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. And we'll go from there, and I'll just keep an eye on that. And if I'm able to get any videos or pictures or whatever of the male and female at any time, I'll definitely upload them and go from there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the black crystals for a minute. Oh, and before we go, just a quick notion, because, TDS-EC reader, So I know a lot of people with the, TDS and whatever myth, yada, yada, yada. I do it because I did all of my water, but I made my water, RO water. RO, DI water. Distilled water. I started with nothing in the mineral, the water itself. I had no minerals or anything. It was already stripped. So for me, it's easier to determine things. And what do we got them in? Does it say 270? Yeah, so that's what we got this tank in right now. It's 270. And the top off will be with, of course, the distilled water. And it will keep this tank the same. It just repeats this process. But I just wanted to let you guys know that before we go to the next one. So, alright. Here's the black crystal tank. This is what it's doing so far. It has become a forest. Alright. Now, with this one, the black crystal tank, it's doing quite well, actually. I went from, the 2 to a few handful to now I have discovered this week about 3 to 4 pregnant ones so far. The plant in this tank has absolutely blown up. And I do my best not to disturb, too much. So it's just all the roots dying from all this stuff. Too much change to the tank, they freak out, and since it's the first good batch I've had going with crystals, I do not want to try and do anything too much to disturb them. Got the thermometer hooked to the other tank. No heater in it, room temperature. Pothos are doing great at the top. All root systems on everything are going insane. Definitely had to dial back a little bit on most of these tanks, and definitely got to do my orange one, but dial back on the light parameters and the fertilizing, because with the guppy grass here, it's literally from front to the back, as thick as you see it. Which is okay, They love it. Plenty of surface, plenty of surface for the babies to feed off of, and so they'll have an overabundance of food with no problems. And that's what we're going for. That's what we're having here. Better surface for everything to feed off of. We know the better survival rate when it comes to everything surviving as they grow up and get bigger and so on and so forth. But this is how this tank is doing so far. And we will go to the next one. Beak of the Devil. Finally got the female. Oh, and she took off. Well, that's Mama. Daddy's back there still with the eggs. That's the best I could do for the moment. And to end it off, we're going to go with the green jades. Just culled out the ones that were not green. Definitely not green. And realized I still had 8 of them. Yeah, because when I started, I got the 10-pack. A lot of them died. So I got them through the mail. Didn't handle the stress of traveling well. Ended up with literally 4 of them. So it means I had a small batch a while ago, and I didn't notice. But the good news is I found one of them that's pregnant so far, so I'm hoping one of them, more than one, is pregnant, but I'll take the one. I am absolutely okay with that. Doing better than the oranges so far. The oranges have not given me anything. But I love the way the tank is going. Tank spin, pothos stem, semi plants, rocks and layers. I like the visual of the tank too. But so far those guys have been doing pretty good. Next time we'll do the rest of the other videos and then tanks. Definitely. Alright. I definitely cannot wait to see a lot more of them somewhere around the tank. Not too much to update, but it's on a couple of tanks. Definitely happy with this one. Especially proud of the eggs in there too. So that's what we got going on so far. So thank you for watching. So that's what we got going on for the moment. That's definitely what I wanted to show you guys. Definitely show you guys the rest of the other tanks next time and what's going on with the rest of those. So I thank you for watching. If you like the video, definitely hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button. Other than that, thank you guys for watching the video. Shrimp you later.